and here we have the DWT number, and here for the DWT number we have the names. From this table we will have the relationship and we will provide that. Otherwise we can do the already we have the lookup value function, right? We can do by that also. Okay, any doubts? Just now I have loaded this data, whatever that information is there, right? I have loaded these two tables. Okay, and now we have the dates, right? Every time when we are working in the real time, right, normally we will create separate date table. Normally when we have the dates to give the proper relationship, something like that. For example, now if we see here, we have 3rd February, 13th February and something like that. We don't have the in dates in this particular thing because that order is not placed on that particular day. For that, what we can do is here we will create an external table for the dates. With these dates only, anyway we will relate to them. In that calendar table we will have the complete information. Okay, now I am creating one more calendar table based on these two dates only, based on the starting date of this one as well as the ending dates. When we have now the starting date is January 1st 2018, right? The end date is around in the February. Now I will create one calendar table based on the start date and end date. Now let me take new table. Okay, calendar. Just I am taking as calendar. Okay, now in the calendar we need to pass the start date and end date. Then it will return a table with one column, all the dates in between start date and end date. For that I am taking the min of that UISP date. Okay, then what it happen? Whatever the start date is available in that particular report, right, it will take the start date, and end date I am giving a UISP of this one. We can give today also, but it will give the blank rows because until maybe this data is there until 2020 this February only. But when I came today, right, when we have used in the visualizations, March data we don't have, right, so it will come as blank. So far it is clear.
Nagendra, why we are using this table? We can directly
We can use
use.
directly also, but
Yeah.
normally we will prefer this one. Why? Because when we are writing any DAX functions or something like that, it is easy to use this table instead of for example, here in this table only, as of now we have one column only for EYSP date. But when we see in the our company, right, at that time we have the order date, ship date, some other different dates. When you want to write any query, right, we don't know what to use that case. At that time we have created one calendar table. We have mapped that information based on the order date. For every time you will use this only. Okay,
Okay.
first
Yeah.
now what I am doing, from this date to this date I am giving relationship. It will take one to many relationship because here we have only the unique one in the calendar table which we have created, and here we have many. And the vendor details also we have in the separate table, right? We have the common field is GWT. For that we are giving the relationship again. See, now it is throwing error. What happened? Unique value. Okay, if the relationship is not working, right, we will take the direct lookup value. Even that is also fine. Anyway, our end result is to be, we want to have the vessel name based on this DWT name, right? Now we'll see. Okay, here we have the distinct. We don't have the distinct values, so it is coming like that. No problem. Now what I will do is, here we want to have the this vendor details, vessel name is there, right? Anyway, we have these numbers also. Okay, here we have the duplicates. That is why we are getting anyway. Now what we will do is just we will write a DAX function to fetch out the information based on this. When we are writing the direct lookup value function, right, now we have the duplicate so that it will not work. At that time, what we can do, we can write the function like the calculate function. Based on the value, we can fetch the information. Got it? Same as lookup value only, but here we have the duplicates, right? We will take based on maximum value or the minimum value, anything. Clear? Okay, now let me take a, yeah. Now I am taking new column vessel here. I will fetch out the information vessel name from there. Normally it should not be like that. In my case, it is not like that. We will not get any real like the many to many relationship, but here they didn't given the proper information. 1 second. Calculate. First thing I need to map that result, right? For that I am taking one variable VRA equal to DWT, which we are taking up the DWT from the data table. Now return calculate max of vessel name from the vendor details table. We want to have the vessel field, comma, and here we need to filter based on the number, right? For that, now we are taking that vendor details page. In that one, we need to have the DWT number from the vendor details that we need to map with the data tables DWT so that it will fetch out the result. Now we have already stored the information in the variable, right? Now I am directly passing this variable. Okay, is it clear? When we don't have the many to many relationship, right? Directly we can use the relationship. Then no need of bringing the information here. Now as we have the duplicates in both the one, we have used this one. Now in my case, right, I have taken directly relationship only in my scenario. As don't we have the duplicates. At that time also we have the duplicates, but what happened for each country there will be unique. For that we have created a key based on the key and the country code and the DWT so that it will be unique. Okay, is it clear until now?
రిలేషన్షిప్ తీసుకోకుండా ఇది మామూలుగా చేయడానికి కుదరదా?
ఇప్పుడు అంటే ఇప్పుడు మన రిలేషన్షిప్ లేదు కదా ఈ కేసులో మనకి యాజ్ వీ హ్యావ్ మెనీ టు మెనీ రిలేషన్షిప్. For that only we have written the calculate function. Here we haven't used any relationship.
Okay.
Now we have this info. Now our template is like that. What they want to hear information. Here we need to show one first card. Here we need to have the information like the current month which we are selecting here, right? It should show up the particular name, and below to that we need to have the total amount as well as the total count. And next card like the previous month, here we need to have the count as well as the amount. Here one more card like the last 12 months, like the current one, total invoice amount as well as the total. For that we will start creating measures one by one. Okay, now first thing is the direct one. Anyway, based on our filter selection, right, automatically it will segregate. No, for that directly we can take as total INV, total amount as well as the total count. Total amount, just this is direct formula, nothing we are doing. INV amount. Okay, this is done. Next thing is we need to have the total amount also, total count also.
For this, we can use card also directly, right,
Yeah, we will
Nagin?
use card only. Yeah.
Okay.
Just the visual is card. Just I am writing the measure. The measure is also not required. Anyway, these two are in the whole numbers only, right? Directly we can pull out
Mhm.
that.
Okay, so it will show in model.
Yeah. Now just I am taking just the formatting also, like which I have used it. Just the simple one. Like this I have figured out. For the look and feel we have used this one, and here I am mentioning the selected current month. Whatever the month we are selecting, it will come as that particular month, and here we will keep one more two cards saying that information. Now let me take one card. Here the measure which I have created, right, total amount. Mhm. This is the 3 billion value. Okay, let it be like that. Just I am formatting that. The below category label I am removing that. Just I will on the title. Title is just this invoice amount, right? I am taking INV amount, and let me keep it in the middle. I have taken very small cards. Just will decrease the font size. Anyway, just we will create only one of them. Anyway, we will duplicate it, right? No problem in that. Okay, let it be like this. Now I am plotting here. This is invoice amount. Even this is also very little big. Okay. Just I am taking this one. Now here in the same, I am duplicating that card. Just we will rename this one. And here the information will be invoice count. And now here we will plot information like the count. Okay, got it. Now we have this information. Okay, this one we'll keep in any currency mode so that it will be clear. Like I will take the rupees. United States. Rupee will be somewhere down. Yeah, here it is. Rupee, yes, I'm India. Okay, then it will come as this rupee symbol. Based on our country zone, we will use it. Now, in my Walmart case, I have used as a dollar. Now here, I am taking this one. Let me take a filter. And even in the filter also, what we will do, here we have just the date, right? We will do one more column, like the month and year is enough in my case. Okay, here we have the complete date, right? From this one, we will extract just the month and name. Okay, any idea how to write the column? I think we have discussed that formula also. Just I am taking month and year from here. We have the formula is format. We can give this date value which we need to pass, calendar date. Now here we can set the format. Now my format is MMM hyphen YYYY. Now you will get the month and year with this format, like month hyphen YYY. Just you will get like this. Got it? Now here I am taking that filter which we have created now. And let me make a drop down. For this one, what we have designed like this, we have designed. In the background, we have taken some other color to highlight these filters. Just we'll take the same thing. We'll put this one. We'll take This one also will move up. Normally I have taken this logo here. We'll move this one also a little bit down. Until this one. Here we will have the logo and the last refresh date or the last date which we have. And this one to be go down, right? Because the filter should come up. For that, directly you can do this one, the selection pane, and you can move this visual to the last. Now if you see this, it will be in the top position like this. Now it's clear, right? Which you can see this. Okay, now my requirement is, for example, now I am selecting September 2021. I have taken 2022 data also. Yeah, February 2022. Here I am seeing the value is February 2022 only. But here if I want to have the information like whatever the month I have selected, it should show up the information like now here it is overall. Okay. Now I will keep one more card here saying that whatever the month I have selected, that name should be shown here instead of showing that the whole thing and everything. Here we will take as the whatever the month we have selected. Here we will do the previous month and here we will do the lot 6 months. First I am making one more measure here. I said you right, Srinivas, the selected value. Whatever the value we are selecting in this particular measure or card, it will fetch up that information. Now I am creating one more measure like the selected date, anything. Selected date. Now if you see here, selected value, I need to pass this MNYY. Now what it will give me is, now in this case we haven't selected anything. No, now it will come as the existing one. For now I am taking the alternate result also, like at these cases we need to take all months. Now whenever we don't selected anything, it will come as all months. When we have selected anything, then whatever the result we are selecting, that will come as here. Just let me take a selected date here. Now if you see, we'll get as all months because we have done that. Now if I have selected anything, that name will come. Now we can keep that card here so that this information will be that particular month. Now just I am doing that. Let me decrease the font size. Okay, now if you see this information, like this information is about the April. Based on the selection which we are doing, it will change the value. According to that, it will automatically, this one also will change up. Understood so far? Any doubts?
ఇంకా డేట్ కూడా అప్లై అవుతుందా, లైక్ మంత్సే కాకుండా
ఏంటి?
డేట్స్, లైక్
మనం
పర్టికులర్ డేట్?
ఏదైనా ఇవ్వచ్చు. సెలెక్టెడ్ వాల్యూ ఫంక్షన్లో మనం ఏదైనా ఇవ్వచ్చు. మనం ఈ కేసులో ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఫీల్డ్ ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి మనం ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నామో అదే ఇక్కడ పాపప్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే, అది ఇక్కడ మంత్స్ ఇయర్ ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి.
అవును. Okay, our next requirement is, now I have selected August 2021. These values are August 2021 invoice amount and invoice count. Now my requirement is, when I have selected August 2021, I want to see the before July 2021 invoice amount as well as the invoice count. Okay, previous month information. For that, any idea how to create the measures? We have the direct measure for the previous month also. Okay, let me create two measures. Previous month measure, previous month amount as well as the previous month count. Previous, just I am taking amount. Now for this one, calculate sum of. Anyway, we have taken that amount in the total amount, right? Nothing again, no need to create. Now here, after this, we have the measure is, we need to have the previous month, right? Directly we have the measure is previous month. Now when you pass this particular dates field, right? Now here this is coming as text, but we have created already this calendar table, right? When you pass this information based on our selection, it will give us the previous result. Now let me pass this dates, which is in the calendar table. Okay, in the same way we will do for the amount also, we'll see. Previous count. Okay, now let me here anyway this one will not work for the previous month. Based on this one we can think that this is the previous month for that. Now here I am taking, earlier we have taken this one card, right? Now no need of card here, just we will make a text box over there and we can rename it. Just let me delete this one. I am taking one text box. I am writing directly like the previous month. Okay, now let me pull out this information to here. Now this information whatever we have will be like the August previous month is July 2021, right? Like let me update this information also. Previous amount and previous count. Now when you have selected the information, like for example now I am selecting August 2020. See this, automatically the values are changing, right? Now if you want to compare this information, yesterday I have faced the same issue with some other guy. He was not written the measures properly and he is saying that every time I'm not getting. Then I have verified that he was taken, here he has taken one of the invoice amount column and here he was taken some other. So that is why these two informations are not mapped. Just to verify that information what we have taken, just I am taking one matrix or anything. Let me pull out this one and here I am taking just the invoice amount. Where is this invoice amount here? Just to verify any of them. Now for example here I am taking August 20, let me take this one, August 2020. Now this one is the 57 million, right? First thing, August 2020, which we are referring to. Now in the current month, it is almost 57 in the sense it is coming as 58 because this is already crossed 57.5. Next thing, now when we have selected this one, right? The previous month is what? July 2020. Now to verify that July 2020 is around 55 million. See, you are getting the correct, right? Previous month. Based on our selection, it will take us the current month and the previous month. So far, any doubts?
Nagendra, for previous month, we can use also same period last month function. I mean that
Same
formula.
period last month function will not work. We can use the this parallel period function for giving -1 month. That's fine. But anyway, we same period parallel month what will given. Now if we have selected August 2020, it will give us the result August 2019.
Okay.
Same period that function. Anyway, here we have the direct previous month function. Directly we have used it.
Okay.
Okay. Now my requirement is one more card. Like the last 12 months. Based on our selection, it should give us the result for the last 12 months result. For that, we need to write again a measure like the calculate. We'll see the same thing. for the amount as well as the count, both of them. Okay, like the last 12 months. We have the formula is last 12, just amount I am taking. Just calculate total amount, which we have already defined, total amount. Okay. Now here in the filter, we have the formula is dates in period. Okay. See, now the dates in period, what is saying the syntax? We need to pass the dates first and the start date, number of intervals and interval. Returns the dates from the given period. Now I am passing this dates column. Calendar date, right? Yes, calendar date. Next thing, I need to pass the start date. For the start date, what I can take, whatever the maximum date which we have it there, right? Now based on the selection, it will filter out. Now when I have filtered out for August 2020, when I have taken the max function, right? The max date, what it will give? It will give the August 31st only. So that it will have the start date. Now max of the same date which we have taken up. Calendar date, comma, next is number of intervals. Now we need to see the information for last 12 months, right? You can give directly 12, and now we need to see for last 12 month. Now you can pass this month. Now let me copy the same visual again. Okay, let me keep here. First thing here in the title, we will change this to last 12 month. Okay. Now here, whatever the measure we have written, right? Last 12 month amount we are taking. Okay, now we need to make the same thing for the amount also. Just let me copy this one. You can take real-time examples. We have multiple like the COVID data, the any cricket information, anything. You can practice around like this. You can do different experiments in this one, like the visuals, anything. Now just let me take the count, and here last 12 month count. Now our report, now in this the current project which I am doing, that is AP Digital Dashboard. In that we have 46 metrics were there with the same template which they have given, right? For everything, just the data will be changed. Same calculations we need to do for all the 46 reports. It will not just take 1 or 2 days also for each report. Okay. They have already designed this template. Otherwise, we may need to explore something. But Walmart already provided the design like this. We need to follow the same thing. Now, if you see this information, based on our selection, all 3 of them will change. This is for the selected month, this is for the previous month, and this is for from August 2021 to last 12 months. Any doubts so far?
ఈ లాస్ట్ 12 మంత్స్ అనేది బేస్డ్ ఆన్ మన సెలెక్షన్ చేసిన మంత్ తో
మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన మంత్ తోటి లాస్ట్ 12 మంత్స్ వస్తుంది.
ఇన్ కేస్ డేటా మనం అంటే కరెంట్ యూజ్ చేస్తామా లేక ప్రీవియస్ ఓల్డ్ డేటా ఏమన్నా?
అంటే ఇక్కడ మన రిక్వైర్మెంట్, మనం ఏ మంత్ చూడాలనుకుంటున్నామో అది సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాము. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు నేను ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లేటెస్ట్ మంత్ చూడాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు లేటెస్ట్ మంత్ అందులో ఏముంది? ఫిబ్రవరి 2022 కదా. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఫిబ్రవరి 2022 సెలెక్ట్ చేశాను అనుకో. ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఫిబ్రవరి 2022 అవుద్ది. ఇది వచ్చేసి జనవరి 2022 అవుద్ది. ఇది వచ్చేసి ఫిబ్రవరి నుంచి లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ మార్చ్ వరకు, అంటే లాస్ట్ 12 మంత్స్ కదా.
ఓకే. Now
next information I need to see is one graph which is saying that invoice amount as well as the invoice count by month on month. And in that information, I want to have only last 12 months information. And that information, it should not filter out. For example, here I have selected only 1 month. Now let me plot that graph first. I am taking this one. And I want to see month on month. I am taking x-axis. Okay, now I want to see count as well as the amount, both of them. Here we have here is this one, total amount column. Total amount in the columns, total count here. Now see why it is coming, like here I have selected particular month, right? So it is coming like this, and I have remove that filter. See now why it is throwing error. Here we haven't selected any month. Okay, so it is giving me the all result. Here we don't have any month, right? So these are coming blank. This one. And for that only what we have done is we have set here the single selection controls, single select, then must and should any of the value to be selected. By default we have selected the latest month which we have, the current February 2022. Let me select so that it will be clear. Now here what happened, it should not change up. Here the information should show continuously for last 12 months. Then whatever the information we are selecting, this filter, it should not interact with this one, right? So what I am doing, I am coming to edit interactions. Let me stop interaction between this slicer to here. Now if you see the information here, now we are able to see everything. But our requirement is I want to have the information only for last 12 months. And here if you see the sorting also, it is coming like August. Hello Prabha, are you not able to hear my voice?
Yeah, now.
No, it's we
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Now here, first thing we need to sort out, because here this is not coming properly, right? Like the 2021, 2022. For that, let me, this one, we need to make the sorting based on the number.
Screen share చేయలేదు.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now what happened here? This month trend line is there, right? We have this information, but these graphs are not proper. Like the month on month is not coming properly. For that, we need to do the sorting. Now here, when I do the sorting, right? Yeah, directly we can use this column also, no problem. Here we have anyway the complete month end information, right? Here I am taking year as well as month. For me, these two are enough. Now let me expand it to month and year level, the next level hierarchy. Now we have this complete information, right? Now month on month we have this information as well as the names. My requirement, what happened here? Okay. Now my requirement is here I want to see only the last 12 months instead of the whole thing. Any idea how to filter out? Okay, we can use the visual level filter. In this one, I want to filter out the information for only the last 12 months, right? Just let me pull this data. And here I am selecting the relative date in the last 12 months. If we include it today, right, from today it will take it. Otherwise, if you take here the calendar months, right, from the previous month it will take it. Now let me take that previous month. Now if you see the information, we have the info from last February 2021 to March 2021 to February 2022. We have filtered out that information. And now here we don't have the data labels, right? Just let me plot the data labels also. And here these bars were the total amount and this line is the total count. Here we have the legend. We can modify that one also. legend name markers. Here we can do line and markers, so that this is the total amount and the line is coming is total amount. And let me add the data labels. And here now if you see this the bars were the millions and this is the count, and here we have the dollars also. Now they can segregate what is the amount and what is the count. Whatever it is in the thousands, wherever there is no dollar symbol, it will come as the count, and here which is the amount. So far it is clear. Here the title is default taken. If you want to change any other title, just you can update it. So far any doubts?
No, but it's like magic. I mean, we need to figure out we need to do next.
Okay. Yeah, like this only in the real time scenarios also we need to practice around like this. For that only I have taken this time, like you can practice it. Now next things is very simple. Mm. First thing, here we don't have that much size, right? We will increase some more size for this report. Don't click on any visual, just click on this, come to this formatting. Now we will have the space size. By default it will be like, now you can select the custom tooltip, and here you can increase the page size. As of now it is taken 1280 width by 720 height. Now let me increase for this one 2000. Okay, now this one is very zoom out, right? Let me use this one fit to width, so that it will be better. Now we'll have the scroll option. Now next thing is just we will take 3 graphs. Those are very simple. We will segregate the information by country as well as the any other we have here. Yeah, here we'll take one of them is this one, and one of them is country, and one of them is segment. Let me use these graphs. I want to see the information for each country, how much is the amount. Just I am taking only amount now. Here is the country column, country, and last total amount. Now you will have this information, and just you can add the data label so that it will be good. Got it? Total amount by country. Okay, now one more point is that when we have selected April 2018, right? Here if they directly come and see, they don't know which month information is this one. Like this one is about the just the only for this month. When we have selected any other month, right, the numbers will automatically change for that particular month. Then they need to see that information properly by seeing the total amount we are saying, right, so that they will not be clear. Instead of that, we can use the dynamic title here. Whatever they have selected, that will come here, the selected month. I am creating now one dynamic title, just that is also just the measure only. Later I will tell you how to do this here. Just I am creating one more measure. With the selected date only we need to do anything, like, because even here also we are passing this information to here. Now let me create new measure. That measure name I am taking as, this is country visual, right? Just let me take as country title. Anything, anyway, that will be not will be visible to the end user. Here, my country title I am giving that. Okay, first thing what I am doing, I am declaring a variable, and that variable, whatever here we have selected, right, that I am passing to that variable. Selected value of in that calendar date, month and year, return. Now next thing is I want to pass this text, like what I will take country, amount by country, and hyphen whatever the month we have selected, that information we need to get it. When we are passing the text, right, we need to pass by quotations country, amount I am taking as INV, amount by country, hyphen, and here I am passing this variable. Now when you take this one, right, let me do that so that it will be clear for you. Now I have created that measure. Now here I want to change this title formatting. Here we have, where is this title? Here we have the title, right? Here when we have this FX symbol, wherever, not only for this one, you will have for the cards or something like that. That means you can pass the dynamic also. Now when I click on this one, right, it will open up the measures. Here I have already written one measure, right, the country title which I have taken. Now let me search for that measure, calendar, country title. See, whatever we have written in that measure, no, the same information. Just let me decrease the font size some bit. Invoice amount by country. That is saying that this is April 2020 information. Now if you have selected any other info, automatically the title will also be like that. These are dynamic titles. Understood? Hello, is it clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Now we'll do the same thing. Just we'll take only one. Anyway, remains same. Now here what I am taking, we'll take based on the segment. Just okay. Now based on the segment we are getting, but see now what happened, it is showing as the like the by country, right, but this is by segment. For that we need to create one more measure, which I have taken the country title, right. Just let me copy that information and I am creating one more measure, like the segment measure, something like that. Just we are changing the text whatever we have in between, just wherever we have the country rate, that will make a segment. Remains everything will be same. Now I need to pass this measure also. Even after creating that measure, it will not update because now we have taken the old one, right? Now let me pass title, click on this FX. Now the measure we have created is segment. Now this info will be getting updated. Now we have this information. Now let me make a few more filters here. Now here I am taking country filter. Okay, now when we have select, now here this is single selection, right, because we have duplicated that. Let me delete that one, selection controls, we will turn on multiple. Now what happened with this interaction, with this country level, whatever we have selected country, that information and everything will be changed off. Okay, but this graph is also will be changed of only the interaction we have stopped from here to this graph only, so that whatever the month we have selected, all the visuals are updating, but only this graph is not showing because here we are showing the trend for all the 12 months. Now when the March data is comes in, right, now the latest will come as March, and when we have taken the last 12 months only, no, that information will come from 2021 April to 2022 March, because here the everything will be dynamic. Now just let me take one more, the segment. Yeah, any doubts in the summary page? This we have named it as summary page. And now this unwanted space is there, right? We can remove that. Just come to the formatting, page size. We have taken 10,000 now, 1000, right? Now let me make this as 900 so that maybe it is somewhat fit. Yeah, now we think better. You can stop this background grid lines and you can add some other colors also. Stop that grid lines back end. If you want to have anything information, you can take it. And what we have done here, shapes, just let me. Okay, let it be like that. And here we will take, I have taken that logo of that company. And here we have taken the last latest information which we have it. I will do that also. Just let me take a image here, just the sample image. I have taken this one. Okay. Now here my requirement is one more thing here. Whatever the latest data which we have, that I need to show that latest date just here. Now in this report, whatever I have the latest date, right? I need to show that. Okay, so that they can think that when they have seen that date, the date which is available. Okay, the data is there until 21st February 2022. So that it will be clear when they are selecting any measures also. For that, let me create one more measure. How to take the latest dates? Any idea? We have already used the measures here. And latest date, just I'm taking anything. Here I will pass max of dates. That is EYSP column, right? Now in this one, you will have the latest date which is available in that particular field. So that when the report is refreshed, right, whatever the latest date which we have that, we will show that here. Now just let me copy this text box. And here I am taking that as latest date. Okay. Now let me take a card and the date which we have written here, right, is this one. Let me delete the time from here. Just we'll take the date only. Just the short date is enough. And decrease the font size. Category label. Just let me make 25 font. And I am deleting this data label which we have it. I think we need to decrease few more. Data label making as 16. So that when they see the information, right, now I have this fonts or something bit. Now like this, when they see that information, okay, the what happened here, it is showing as what happened latest. I am passing this measure instead of that.
అక్కడ ఆగస్టు 2019 తీసుకున్నాం కదా అందుకని.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then what we need to do is first we need to stop the interaction between these slices. That is, I forgot. We need to stop this interaction. For example, now if I have selected any country, right, in country also that will be information filtered out. Just I am passing format, edit interaction. These three filters should not change this information. Which one? Okay. Let me make this one. Yeah, now if you see this, the latest date which we have is February 21, 2022. Even though if you have selected anything here, it will not change up this card because we have stopped the interaction between these two. Any doubts in this landing page, the summary page, just this is the overview. And here we have taken like the summary text box. If you want to do that, just we'll take it. Let me create one more text box. And you can do some formattings. Just this case, I have taken this one as summary. Just let me increase the font bit. We will make this page as summary page. Is it clear? This is the same way which we are doing report farming.
ఇక్కడ లేటెస్ట్ డేస్ లో మాక్సిమం తీసుకున్నారు కాబట్టి ఆ డేట్ వచ్చింది. ఇన్ కేస్ మిన్ తీసుకుంటే
స్టార్ట్ డేట్ వస్తుంది.
ఆ మంత్ లో వస్తుందా లేకలా?
లేదు ఫస్ట్ డేట్ ఏదైతే అవైలబుల్ ఉందో అదే డేట్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
Here our requirement is what we have to see the latest date which is available until now. When they have seen this particular report, right, they think that now we are in the March month. Okay, now they can think that okay, we have the data until March. But if they see this information, right, they can think that okay, in that particular information we have the date until February 2021 only, so that the data is showing until February here. Like that they can assume. For that only, in the real time scenarios, we will put the date information like the last refreshed or something like that. We can take it anything. Understood?
ఓకే.
Yeah, now this is the complete summary page. Any doubts here? Now next thing we have done is the vendor analysis. Like for the each vendor, month on month, who is like the sorting and everything. I will tell you that. So far, any doubts?
Yeah, again, there is a doubt that how we can use, I mean, measure and column, that how we'll get to know that whether we should go for the measure and column, because this is the big task, I think. Every time you have use measure here.
Yes,
Why?
yeah, everything I have here. I have not created any column except the lookup value for the this one, right? We have taken the vessel name from something other.
Right.
Apart from that, everything are the measures only.
But why? I mean, why
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
not used column?
Columns in the sense when you want to see the information on the row level, then only you will prefer columns. Now in this case only, for lookup value, you can't write the measure, right? Because the measures are the dynamic and it will take the single value. Now
Okay.
for each row, there is something different DWT number and there will be different customer name also. For that only, we should go by row. Then you can prefer custom column. When you want to see the aggregation like the row level information, something like that, right? Now you can prefer the measures. Now if you see this is the single value, this is the single value. Here everything we are taking the single value. Even this one is also single value. This measure we have used it, right? So, single value. But based on our selection below, automatically the measure is splitting that information. When you take this, total amount is 53 million. But when we have selected, for example, now let me select for any country, Barbados. Here the total value is, let it come. The Okay, this country information is available for only 2 months, so it is by splitting that information. Normally, it will work like that. Measures will work as dynamically, and measures will work on particular column level, not on the row level. That is the main important. For the
Okay. And for the same thing, if we will create a one column and will drag in this particular
yeah, for
uh,
example,
that-
now
Mhm.
we have written this measure only. Let me take this one. We have written this one. I have taken this measure, right? Now, for example, let me pull this information. I am taking same exact DAX function as a new column. See how the data will be look like. Just let me take
Okay.
new column. I am not changing anything. See how the data will be look like. I think this will not work. Just will take the sum of only. Just I am taking the invoice amount. We have taken the measure rate. Just let me take the same thing, just the total amount. Just let me take it as rename, otherwise it will not work. Just I am taking as one. See how it will work. You are getting the same value for all the rows.
Yes.
Because the what happens, sum is working on that particular column. That means first it is summing up the whole information. Okay. But here when you are working on row by row, right? Every row it will perform the same action, right?
Yes.
For that only when you are taking. Now if you take that value, for example, the one which I have created, right? Let me take that value to this particular code amount one, right? INV amount one. Now if you see that in 4 trillions, this is not the what happened here when you take this one. Again, this value is summing up. Now here we have value for 73,000 rows. Then this value
Okay,
is
it's
sum
summing
up
up
for
one column.
73,000 runs. Yeah, like that only we will not use. When you are doing that scenarios, right, you will get to know when to use measure, when to use columns. Even at that time also, I am very confused. At that time, Geek and Sujit only helped me.
Right.
Yeah. Like this, the summary page is completed. Any doubts?
And not yet. Need to
Yeah, these
practice.
dynamic titles. See, this for this is very simple report. Now here in our team we have 4 members. We'll see next. First thing, I want to see the information for each month, individual months, last 12 months. Now we are in latest information which we have is February. I want to have February here in the top. Okay, next is January 2022, next is something like that. And in each month, I want to see the latest information. Wait, let me pull out this graph here. And I am taking year end, month, and I want to see the information. Where is this one? Amount. Okay. Okay, sorry. I want to see the information based on the vendor name. We have taken as Vessel, right? Vessel. Now you have this information, and this information is complete overall value, not for that particular month, right? Can you tell me, like, for this particular month, I want to see the information only for February 2022. How can we filter out here? Just let me add the data labels. You can think of that. This is in the billions because this is coming as the whole value, right? So that is why when you split out that particular per month, any idea? First I will change this title to just I am taking as Feb 20. 22. Any idea how to filter out this information only for February 2022? Okay, we can apply visual level filter over there. Okay, now let me pull this here. In this visual, I need to have only the February 2022. Here we have this column, right? Here we have this complete information, and in this one, shit, here is this one. Feb 2022. So that you will have only February 2022 information here. When you scroll up, right, you will have all the vendors from top to bottom. In this case, for each month, you can do all the visuals. How many months you want to have. Now let me copy this one. Change the title to January 2022. Jan 2022, and here just filter out this information to Jan. Like this, for month on month you can do it. Understood? Enti?
ఇంతకు ముందు చేసిన దానిలో
In this case, as of now, we have the data until 2022, so that we have the February 2022. Just anyway, we are sorting, right? Now the first thing will be February 2022, Jan 2020, like December, we have kept the 12 months. Now, when you are in the March, how to do? Again, you need to come to this report. Again, you need to modify this one as title to March 2022, and you can filter out this information to March 2022, and this one again you need to do this one. Any idea how to?
Switch.
The same if logic only I have written here, but instead of writing if logic equal to true everything, directly we can use switch also. First thing what happened here, we are passing the expression as true. That means if this value is true, then what value to become? What happened here, we are taking if this logic is true, then we are taking the end result as 0. If this logic is
Okay, okay.
true, like this we
Okay.
have defined. And first, you know what is the end of month function, right?
ఎస్
Yeah, we have written end of month function only here, just comparing. For this logic only, we have taken 2 days. Now, after creating this one, now let me tell you how to map this information here. Now here, what I can do directly. Now, as of now, we don't have the March month, so I am not passing here. Earlier, what happened, every time we need to pass this information, right? Now, ignore this one. Now, the dynamic month which I have created. What happened? And here you can select basic filtering. Think that we will not get the information like the latest month. For that, anyway, we have taken the 0 override there. Otherwise, we'll make this as 0 only, so that it will have the current month. We'll later just update the information for March, and we'll see that whether it is reflecting there or not. Now, what happened? 0 means current month, right? Where is this 0? Okay, because 0 is not available, because the data is not available for the March itself, so I am taking until February only. Now February number is here what? 1, right? Just let me make this as 1, so that you will have this complete information. This, the information is February. Later we need to change the dynamic titles also, right? For that, come to these titles, title. Here, instead of this manual text, click on this one. And the column we have is MNYY, right? Pass this one, and it will come as first only. Now let me delete this one, I have designed this graph. This information is February 2022 and this information is also for February 2022 only. Now let me make this to January. Just you can filter out here, instead of 1 you can make it as 2. Now you will change the title as well as the information is also changed. Now when you come to the next month, right, these numbers are dynamic, right, so that automatically the first information will come as March and remaining follows on, because these numbers will not change, right? Whatever we have given this basic filtering, the first thing information will come as 1, next will be 2, everything will be remain same. Now let me make this to 12 months. This one will be the 3. See, automatically the months and amounts, everything is changing up. We are not changing anything. Now let me make this one. And here is 5. Six, 7. This is 8. This is 9. Eleven. Got it? How to do dynamic as well as the sorting will also work. If you want to see that, just as of now we have the data February 21 and the latest graph is showing is February 20. For example, now let me add March data here. The EOSP. Just the June. Here I am making this date as 2022 March. Any dates, just I am taking only one date instead of doing multiple. Now first let us see this information whether it is available for March also available. Okay. Just let me save this file. Just I am refreshing the report. Save it. Refresh the report. And you will get the previous date only here. Because here we haven't used the current month, so that is the problem. Let me delete. Now this will be the February and everything will be remain same like the previous report only. The date also become. Now I am not taking current month because the current month we have taken the 0. Let me think that we don't have the data until this February also. February is not available at all. Okay, in our report. Just let me I will copy to somewhere and I will delete these records from this table, and later we will append that. Now I am deleting this complete information, February. Now when I have refreshed that report, first thing it should be January, and the date also should show the January only. Okay, understood?
No, ఒకసారి డాక్
Now I am refreshing that report. Now we have the data until January only. Why February data is there still? Where is the COSP column? Shit, here we have the still February data. February data is not there. 1 second, then why it is coming? Why these dates are coming? 1 second. This information is not at all filtered. This the data, because 1 second, let me refresh this data set again, because there we have removed it, right? I have saved the file or not. Here in the USP column we don't have the dates. Oh sorry. Still we are getting February 2022. Why? Yeah, Jan 2022 only we have it. Just let me save the file 1 second. Test data, whether I have taken that only or not, we'll see that. Just let me refresh the data set again. We have the data until 31st January 2022 only. Now if you come here and see this, the first one became blank. Okay, and remaining everything here we have taken that information only. No, here this one will become as February, right? Obviously, because here the
హలో
one by for example, if you go to April month, right, then automatically the April month information will become as number 1. Okay, then automatically it will goes on. For not able to check it, because here we have taken the direct function today only. No, if I have taken, I can take the April data, but when we are comparing here, we are taking this one only. For that I need to add one more month, then I need to change the formula, everything. Anyway,
ఇక్కడ
this
టుడే అనేది జస్ట్ కరెంట్
current
డేట్
date,
తీసు
what we are checking
లేదా
here
ఆ
is,
డేటాలో ఇచ్చిన కరెంట్ డేటా లేక మామూలుగా కరెంట్ డేటా
first thing what we are checking here is, for this particular date we are taking here in the calendar date, we are passing. Just let me split this information so that it will be clear. Just I am making these 2 columns again. Anyway, this logic will remain same. I am taking one more column, end of month column. First see what the information we are getting from this information and this information, and later what we are doing. Just EO month I am taking, EO month of this calendar date, right, which we have given, calendar table date field, and here we are passing 0. What it is give, wherever the date here we have it, right, for that particular date it will give the last month. February, this is March 1st, but we get the result is March 31st. Here what happened, 28th February, 28th February, 27th February, everything for the current date it will give us the last date. Understood? First thing what we have written in this first step,
Yes.
Okay, in the next step what we are doing, everything we are checking, like in the first date we are checking with the current month, and when let me take that one also. Now new example, just I will make this column. First one I will take as 0 and later I will take as 1. New column. Just I will use you. Here I am taking today's date. First thing, in the first thing we have passed 0 only. That means for current month date you will get the last date. Now we are in March, right? So everywhere you will have the same information. Got it? And that is the last month. First step what we are doing, from this date to this date we are checking, and if this is true then we are taking the value as 1. That means when these two dates are true, we have taken the value as 1. First understood this one in the first logic. And next step, yeah, tell me.
సేమ్ ఇక్కడ 0 ప్లేస్లో 1 కానీ ఇస్తే నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ వస్తుందా?
Now in this case, if I have taken -1, the next step I have taken -1, right? Then you will get the previous month value. See how
That means there is two expression. First is today. That means it's indicate today's date,
yes.
and 0 would be the month. I mean
Yeah,
that
now
current.
here I am, next thing what I am taking, here I am passing the -1, right? Now what it will check for the February, here wherever it is end of month February, that I am result checking with this current what I have taken here. That means I have taken that number 2.
ఓకే ఓకే, అంటే నేనేం అడుగుతున్నా అంటే నెక్స్ట్ మంత్కి పాస్ అవుతుందా లేదా?
Next
+1
month
ఇస్తే
+1 ఇస్తే అయిపోద్ది.
పాస్ అవుతుందా?
Yes. When you take
ఓకే
the just positive number 1, right, it will go for the next month end.
ఓకే.
Like this I have designed this column. For each month I have written number. For example, if you come to the March, what happened by default, this will come as now when you go to the April, right, the April will come as first, and automatically it will check with the current date. Now when we are in the April, right, current date will be April, and automatically the number 1 will become as April, number 2 will become as March, number 3 will become as February, right? Automatically the sorting and the information, everything will split out, that graphs will automatically segregate based on that information. Understood? Because here we are passing just the numbers 1 2 3. Automatically these numbers also will update it, right, next month when the numbers were changing, but the number 1 2 3 and remains will same. Based on that, the dates is changing it. Understood? Okay, now
Okay, right.
here, yeah, this is done. Here this is completely about the amount, right? Just we have taken one more is this is amount, and the same information we have taken to another page. There we have, instead of here taking the amount, we have taken the count, which we have taken, no, the same in the real time also. Like this it is done here. Why I have removed this month filter is, anyway when you have selected the month, you will see that particular month. Now anyway we have already that particular month's information, right? So no need of that filter. If you want to add any other filters, you can do that. Now this is just I will take as vendor amount. Okay, in the same way I have taken the vendor count also. Now here the same information just for the count, right? The sorting and everything remains same. Just I am making, instead of this amount column, total amount, just we will update for all the graphs as total count, so that the numbers also will become the see these numbers. Okay, like this is done. Just I am taking these two only now, and again here I have first in the first page itself. Let me make that answer. Just we are left with one more page. I will tell you that by using the drill through. we can solve that. Here this page will become as the summary or landing page, and here I am keeping one toggle button. Just let me take 2 blank buttons, and this one as the vendor analysis. I am taking text. Just let me make this font color, or the background color will change it so that it will be clear. Fill. Oh, okay. Now when I click on this button, right, it should go to vendor amount by default. Later from there they can navigate to counter anything. Page navigation, destination is vendor amount, and I am hiding these 2 pages because when we have published it, right, only it should show the summary page. When they click on this particular icon, it will automatically come to this vendor amount. And now here I will keep 2 buttons. One is vendor amount and one is vendor account. When they can click on vendor amount, it will come in this page only. When they click on vendor account, it should navigate to this particular page. We have time, right? It may take some half an hour.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, we can. Where is this blank button? Buttons blank. Yeah. Here we have only one button only, no? I think 2. Anyway, let me add one more time again. Okay, this button. Now just think outline, fill. Now this is not required. Here the text is vendor amount, which we already in this page, right? Just I am taking as V amount now. Okay, now the fill this, let it be like this. Here I am turning this. That means whatever it is in the white, red, that means we are not in this particular page. For this one I am taking action. When they click on that, they will navigate to the page amount column, this vendor count. Now we are in the already this page, so I have highlighted this one. When they click on this one, it will go to that particular page, right? Even there also I will keep the same buttons. Just we will make that colors something different. Let me make this one to there, and vendor amount. Now what happened? These 2 are vendor amounts only. Okay, this one we need to make it as vendor count. When they click on this button, they navigate to this particular page. Okay, now when I click on here, it will come to this particular thing, and now this one will become the vendor count. Okay, and when they click on this one, it should navigate to vendor amount. Just let me take that action. Yeah. Now when they click on this one, it will go to here anyway. The action is disabled. Now you will have this information. Is it clear? When they click on the, when we have published that report, right, only they can see the summary page, not these 2 pages. Okay, now just one more page. And here we'll see the conditional formatting. I think at that time I have forgot to. When we are seeing the numbers, we have designed the conditional formatting. But when we have used like these cards, right, if you want to change the background color, something like that, for that we haven't seen anything. Just we'll take any of them. Now for example, I am taking only for one of them, not for all the things, just only this one. Now whenever I have the value, here we have the 12k. For example, if the value is decreased to less than 10k, then it should be green, red, whether we have the value or not for 10,000. Let it refresh. Okay, this value is also around. Mhm. 1 second, let me see that. Based on that, we can write just the small example. Conditional formatting. Month and year. Just to see the numbers, what we have it, total amount. Okay, instead of total amount, we'll take the total count. That is better. You can do for the percentages anything. Just I am taking the number. Okay, here we have. Okay, here we have around less than 10,000 will be red. More than 10,000 will be green, based on the number selection. Okay, month selection automatically. Just I am taking only for the single card. How to define the conditional formatting? First thing. Now that means conditional formatting. I want to change the background color, right? Now when you come to this background color, here we have this fx symbol. That means we can change it dynamically. Wherever you have the fx symbol, right? That means you can change it dynamic. Here you don't have that. For that you need to create a measure. Now just let me take it. Here I have used the total amount measure, right? That should be very careful. Even yesterday, my colleague has done the same. He have used the same measure for all the conditional formattings. That report entirely gone wrong in the client. Now, just I am taking as current month only. This one. Just I am taking count format. Anything, just the measure name. Here, if the total, here we have used the total amount only, total count. You should be clear. Now when you come to this measure, right, you need to use the 6 months measure count only. You should be very careful. That is what the happened mistake yesterday. Now here total amount which we are taking the value, here you need to pass. If this value is less than or equal to 10,000, that means it should be red. You can pass multiple also. Now else case I am taking green. I have created one measure. Now I haven't applied anything. Now
But we can use conditional formatting
here we
for
don't
this.
have direct conditional formatting option. Here only for the tables we will have it. These are cards, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now you can click on this fx symbol, and whatever the measure we have created, we can pass this one. field value, we have directly written the measure. Otherwise, you can define the logic even here also, no problem. Instead of creating the measure, you can directly pass this one. We will do that for remaining. By using the method also, you can do that. Now for this format, right? Click OK. This background should come as green. Now we'll check it wherever the value is less than 10,000 is February 2018, right? Jan 2018 also less than 10,000 only. See what happened, this color is not changed. Okay, sum of invoice count, okay. The measure which I have written, 1 second, format, right? See, that is the mistake. Even yesterday also this guy has done. Here we are taking the count, right? But we are passing this measure, the is amount. So it is taking this amount. Anyway, this is 45 million. That means it is more than 1,000. So that is the mistake. And I also done the same thing. You need to be very clear when you are taking this one. In earlier cases, we have taken the percentage. Just here I am taking the numbers. See, whenever the value is less than 10,000, it will be red, otherwise it will be green. Now here we don't have the previous month's amount. Just without using the measure, how to do this one, just we'll take one more thing. Now just let me take June 2020. Here for this one, we will write the format. The background color or the font color, anything. Just here I am taking the background color. Here instead of this rules, here you can set the minimum value, maximum value, and anything based on the previous count. You can set thing. Now, for example, here value less than 10,000. Same thing I am passing. Minimum 10,000. That means red. Okay, here I am taking 1 lakh. Just let me take the blue only. We'll see. Why it is not coming? Minimum number, previous count only. Yes. How should this empty? How to do that? Okay, yeah, here previous count, if the value is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10,000, then it should be red, new rule. And if it is greater than or equal to 10,000, okay, then here I am not passing. Less than or equal to, okay. And here greater than or equal to, that's fine. Here less than or equal to, just -1 I am taking. Max is less than 1 lakh I am taking, 10 lakhs should come now. Yeah. Now when the value is less than 10,000, right, automatically it will come green. Otherwise it will just, we have taken the blue only. Just let me take this purple. Understood? Here I have done based on the measure. Here I have done based on the conditional formatting. like this you can set it out. You can do the font also, but here we have just taken the background color. Just let me make this font to something else, otherwise it will be not visible. Data label font is, let me make it to white. Okay, any doubts? Now we are the operations. Here we have these three filters. Just we have created the table based on that whatever the fields we have it. Now these two are not required in this particular page. And in this home button, when they click on this home button, automatically they should come to this summary page. We'll set that. Now here nothing, just this is vendor number, right? Automatically it is taking at the aggregation as this is in the whole number format. When you don't want to do this aggregation, right, just come here, come to this DWT field, this vendor number field, click on this one and click on don't summarize, so that that number will not come as summarize, just it will come as unique number. Let it do that. And now, yeah, this one I am taking as raw data. Yeah, hello. Yeah, now we have designed this one. Just here I want to, when I am in this particular pages, right, I want to filter out this information, drill through. Just I am passing vendor name here, because in this vendor analysis, when I click on, for example, now in this vendor analysis, now I want to filter out that information based on this. The raw data also, let me unhide this particular page. You can do it or not, because here we haven't set up any buttons to navigate to this page, right? So if we have published that report, this page will be anyway useless until we have hidden unhide this report. Okay, now this is unhide. Now here, for example, if I want to filter out raw data, March this particular user, directly if you can click here and right click, you perform drill through, then automatically this information will be filtered out. Just let me take here, in this particular report, I want to have this drill through. Here we have drill through fields, right? You can pass the vendor name, because wherever we have the vendor, we can filter out that particular information. The vessel, right? I am passing this info. Okay, now I am in this page. February, this particular customer, like first week. Now if you come here, right click to drill through, wherever you have used the vendor name, in all the pages you will have that. Here I am taking anything, just for example here, click on right click, drill through, you will go to raw data, because there we have applied the drill through filter. Now if you come here, automatically that information is filtered out for January 2020, which we have taken, and that particular customer name. Automatically the back button will also be created, because you need to go to that back button. Now if you want to clear out these filters again, right, you don't have direct option, because this will be hidden off. Directly you can click on here, but when you publish it to service, right, this will be hidden. At that time, what you can do, for this sake only, you can create a button here. First you need to set the bookmark, the clear all bookmark, right, which we have done earlier. The same thing, just let me come to this bookmarks. I am taking one bookmark. Let's come to here. For this bookmark, I am taking clear anything. Now when I perform this one, this clear should work, as well as this clear. And for example, later if I have applied this clears also, everything I am taking into single thing. This filter, this filter, this filter. Okay, now I have performed these many actions. Just let me update thing here. Now this is done. Now let me take one button. This insert shapes. Just I'm taking the button only as a blank button. Text. I'm making as clear, and for this one I am assigning that bookmark which we have created, like the clear bookmark clear. Okay, now for example, directly if I come to this page and I have filtered out any information, one second, for example, only discharging. Now if I want to clear that filter, you can directly click on this one, so that automatically it will come all. For example, if you navigated from other page, now I have taken vendor name, wherever we have the vendor name in that visuals, right? From there you can completely navigate. If you create one more page also, you can do that. One second, let the visuals load. Everything is dynamic, right? So see, all the text boxes are loaded first, the measures and everything is taking some time. Now for example, this one, drill through raw data. Automatically, whatever the filters we are applying in that particular page, those two filters are applied. Now anyway, this will be hidden, right? Now if you click on this clear all button, you can see the whole information. Now, for example, if you have applied, first thing here itself, you have applied any country filter, Argentina, in all the visuals, Argentina data will be filtered out. And next thing, I am filtering out this, for example, this one, December 2021. This particular customer, I am drill through to that particular page. Earlier we have only December filter as well as this particular customer filter, right? Now if we come here, Argentina filter is also applied. Now if you see here, 3 filters are coming. Okay. Now directly you can click clear all these buttons so that every information will be set.